Yo, what's up? It's your boy Currency 365. Hope you guys are doing well. Legends never die, they stay in our hearts. If you want to support us, click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and also you can come down here and hit the join button under the video or in our channel section. And you can also join our Patreon, patreon.com/currency365. And we also have Cash App and also PayPal for supports if you want to sow some seeds. Peace out. God bless. Enjoy the video and keep the movement going. Legends. Bye. All right, all right. Welcome back to Currency 365. Hope you guys are doing well. It's a new day. It is July 2nd, 2024. Okay. So, not much going on. Community's quiet. A lot of things are quiet. Um, Good news is that the circulating supply continues to drop for LUNC and USTC. Bad news is that the markets are blah. The markets are down and the markets have been bearish. And so while I guess we're taking advantage of that, reducing the supply while the markets are bearish. Almost feels like a bear market. It almost feels like a bear market. I mean, we're down in the 408. This is where we were during the peak of the bear cycle. Like, why are we still down here when we just had institutional money come in and ETFs approved and all types of stuff? People know that Trump's probably going to win the elections. Um, we have rate cuts coming, probably October or November. Like, none of that. Nobody, like, it's almost as if everybody ran out of money, right? And but even when people did have money and we were buying them, we didn't really do much, right? So, okay, so this is the perfect time for everybody to reflect on life, and if you have the opportunity to burn tokens, then it's a good time to burn tokens, right? Good time to continue to reduce the supply so that when the bull cycle does return and bulls do come back, institutional money does come back in, and retail does come back in, it's a lot easier to move LUNC to the upside and USTC to the upside for the repay. And I did say in the Telegram group, imagine if all the YouTubers that weren't shadow banned, that were getting all of that money for advertising, if they had taken that money and taught instead of thinking about now, if they had said, hey guys, we're getting brand deals, we're getting advertising deals, let's put our money together and let's buy back and burn USTC with it so we can repay we can repeg USTC and then send LUNC into the pennies and dollars within 2 years. That they could have done that, but everybody was thinking about themselves. And now, instead of, hey, within 2 years, we would be billionaires, right? And so all those people that got all that money, hey, you look at the YouTubers, all the LUNC YouTubers that were reviewing. I mean, they have reviewed probably over 500 tokens in the last 2 years, 2.5 years, 3 years. Let's say 3 years. That's last 3 years or 2.5 years. They have the LUNC YouTubers have reviewed over 500 uh, different tokens. They've probably gotten tons of sponsor. They got tons of sponsored deals and everything. They could have repegged USTC, and they could be billionaires right now, right? Think about that. So, or at least 100 millionaires, so billionaires, and they're not, because everybody, they couldn't see. And I talked about this 2 years ago. So why aren't the people, the YouTubers that are on shadow ban, why aren't they putting their money together, getting all the advertisings that they can, put their money together, buy back USDC, repeg it, and send LUNC to the pennies and dollars? Why wouldn't they do that, right? And so it was really weird. And now you see that they didn't do it because they didn't actually believe. They were just going off the hype, because now most of them don't even talk about LUNC anymore. Most of them got out of the community. Most of them sold their tokens. So that tells you, if people can't do things that are simple and normal, they really don't believe, right? So it's just like having a relationship. If ladies, if you're a man, or men, if you're ladies, can't do like just the normal, simple things for you, they don't really love you. You know what I mean? Like, let's be honest. Because if you love somebody, like in a relationship, like you'll do like the little things. Like you'll do like simple things. You'll do simple. They don't have to keep asking you to do the simple things. You'll do it because you love them. So when we have advertising money coming in and USTC is down at 1 cent, and you're like, okay, YouTubers, you're making advertising money off of the LUNC because LUNC community is watching your videos, and you're not shadow banned like me. So I'm not getting advertising. I barely get any money on YouTube now, right? So, and I talked about that back then, right? So, um, and I wasn't getting any sponsorship deals or none of that stuff was coming in, right? I'm shadow banned. So these guys weren't though. They could go live and make $1,000 on their live streams, and not one of them thought about, hey, let's come together with all the advertising dollars and all of the thing, and let's repeg USTC. Now, one person did try to do something. He had Matthew Perry had a channel that he created for LUNC to burn LUNC, and the advertising will burn LUNC. But he was burned. That was the wrong token. The LUNC had so many tokens that it would have been impossible for him to even make a dent in that. What they should have done is what I told them to do 2 years ago. Take your advertiser sponsorship money, put it all together, and buy back and burn USTC and repeg it. You're focused on burning the wrong token. You should be burning USTC for repeg, and then that will send LUNC into the pennies and dollars and burn the crap out of LUNC. Was I right or was I right? Right? So, and I said we're gonna regret not doing this. We're gonna regret not doing this because this is our opportunity while the iron is hot. Everybody's watching us. Your advertising money's coming in. You're making a ton of money. But do you want to be a billionaire or do you want to be a person 2 years later that still has to now do more advertising, still has to work, still has to do videos to make a living? So you know what I mean? So they chose to be individuals instead of we're coming together and putting their money together to buy back and burn USTC and repeg it. They didn't believe. And a lot of them are out of LUNC and USTC now, right? So they didn't believe. So that's why they did it for themselves, right? And we see that now, right? Most of them did, right? Some of them are still in it, but most of them did it for themselves. That's why they didn't want to do that. So, because if I was making that type of money in advertising and stuff like that, if I was making 10,000 a week on reviewing videos and reviewing crypto, coins and stuff like that, that's what I would have been doing. I would have been buying up USTC and burning it while we have the intention of the whole world. Let's repeg now. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's repeg now, especially when USTC was 1 cent, right? So, anyways, that was another ball that we dropped. So we had the minting on. We could have mint LUNC and just repegged USTC that way by buying it up with the mint LUNC, right? And we could have repegged that way. Nope, we didn't want to do that. And then we said, okay, well, let's get the YouTubers to get sponsorship deals and advertise. We'll watch their videos, support them, and they can take their money and buy back and burn USDC. We didn't want to do that either. So and now we have Luna, right? We have Luna that's minting, and guess what? They're still minting. Look, they're minting. Now they're at 783. They don't want to also buy back and burn USTC for repay. So we had three different scenarios where we had a chance to become billionaires, 100 millionaires and billionaires, this entire community. And then we've dropped the ball 3 times, right? So first was minting LUNC. We refused to mint LUNC to buy back and burn USTC and repay it. Then we had the advertising dollars pouring in for the LUNC community content creators. They refused to buy back and burn and repeg USTC. And now we have Luna minting tokens every day as we're doing a video, and they're refusing to buy back and burn USTC. Now they are burning and removing USTC from supply, so that helps. But we could easily have USTC at 5-10 cents right now if Luna just mints and starts buying back and burning USTC. USTC would be running up to 5 to 10 cents right now. Okay, So it is what it is. We have chances. I don't. We've had so many chances to make generational wealth, and people have just dropped the ball, and a lot of it's on purpose because they don't want other people to be wealthy. They don't want to be wealthy by themselves. They have this God mentality where I'm going to be wealthy and everybody else going to be peasants underneath me and say, oh, look how great he is because he's wealthy and we're all not. That's the mentality a lot of people have, unfortunately. So they don't want you to be wealthy with them. So that's why they don't do the simple things like that. Um, okay, so we were watching all these people's videos and supporting them, but they weren't supporting us. They were just trying to get wealth for themselves, unfortunately. And then when they realized that all the money dried up, because people realized that, then all of a sudden, oh, I'm out. I'm gonna remove my validator. I don't care anymore. It's not about the money. Oh, it wasn't about the money. Then why didn't you help Repeg USTC? It wasn't about the money. You just collected $1 million in advertising, and now all of a sudden it's not about the money. It's ridiculous, right? So, anyways, so that's what we had going on, right? So it was ridiculous. So you can't trust any of these people. You know what I mean? It's just ridiculous. That's why we have to do things ourselves, man. Okay, so back to Lunk here, and we're at 80. We're at 408, and we're heading into the sevens. It looks like here as volume is drying up, and everything is just down in the markets, and the volume's down again in the market. So volume's bad market. I can't wait till this thing turns around and we're at a $5 trillion market cap and then a $10 trillion market cap. But right now we're in summertime, peak of the summer, July, August, and it's just blah, right? So okay, so I think the second half of August, and of course anything can happen in between time. We had Pepe last year come out and just take over everything, so we don't know what could come out and take over. You know what I mean? So we just don't know. So, but if things stay the same like this and just dry, then we're looking for the second half of August probably to get the big turnaround. But you never know. Anything can happen at any moment to change life and change things. So that's the good thing about cryptos. All right, nothing in voting, nothing in deposits, and passage. Okay, so we're waiting for these to be implemented this month. The Oracle pool and the tax of gas to be implemented, and then hopefully we get the 1.5% burn tax. All right, so here's the burns for the day: 66 million burns today. All right, so last week we had a good week. Last week, or that's actually July 1st. So last week was what? Um, Okay, it was the week before. Okay, the week before we had almost 7 billion in burns, and then last week we had only 327. All right, so this week we're already at 1.8 billion, so that's good. All right, so on the way to 2 billion burns to the and it's not impacting the price anymore, right? So we're burning a lot of tokens. We're burning almost 10 billion tokens, in the last month, and the price is still going down. So because the whole market is just bad, right? Okay, so 28,000 in burns, and we're continuing to go up. So we're going up in staking. We're burning more tokens, and we're going up in staking, and the price still going down. That shouldn't happen. You know what I mean? But the overall markets are bad. But even if the overall markets are bad, that should not be happening. We shouldn't be staking more and removing more tokens out of circulation and also burning more and the price going down. That should not be happening. But the only reason why that could happen is if the demand also is dropping significantly. And looking at the volume, it is right. So demand has dropped significantly because the volume is down big. Right, the volume is down in bear cycle volume. So that's what's hurting us, right? So if we just triple our volume, back to about let's say 50 million a day, then I think the price would be up significantly. 115 billion in the Oracle pool, and we have 396 million. All right, so community pool continues to the upside, slow and steady. Stats, so we just add another almost 700 million tokens. Shout out to everybody burning LUNC here. Nice, thank you guys. We got another 5 burn there for USTC, and Vegas node leading the way with 204, and FRG ecosystem 139, Hexagon with 129. All right, so yeah, on Hexagon now you can swap. I think I'll do a video on that tomorrow, if I remember. But you can now swap LUNC with other tokens on Hexagon now. So not just USTC. You can swap it with with all the other tokens on there. So that was something good. LUNC Community Italia losing 140, all nodes losing 131, 137, excuse me, and then Community First LUNC losing 101. All right. And then a lot of people are continuing. Wow, Atomic Wallet 5,000. I don't know what Atomic Wallet is. They're tweeting, but they're not able to control their nodes for some reason. And then the rest of these guys. Wow, 50 validators missing signatures, some of them in the thousands in 24 hours. That's just unacceptable. All right, so let's just go here to the validators. Some of them are good, many of them are bad. A lot of them are missing thousands upon thousands of blocks and signatures, which is crazy. Um, okay. Anything changing here in the top 10? Nope, not really. Everything's pretty much the same. All right, there you guys go. Hope you guys are doing well. We'll talk to you in the next one. Remember, if you're staking with the BIA validator, the airdrop is on the 6th, and the airdrop's on the 7th. The snapshot's on the 6th. We're raising 3 trillion. We're raising 3 trillion inu to keep everybody at 100x. If we don't reach that, then we are going to go down to 10x for everybody staking with the BIA validator unless you participated. If you participated, I'm proposing to Brad and CEO that the people who participated to keep us at 100x will get 200x. So you guys will double, you guys and girls will double your 100x to 200x. Uh, and everybody else goes down to 10x, right? Because you participated to try to help us get there, right? So that's what I'm proposing. I don't know if Brad and CEO will do that actually. We'll wait and see what they decide on doing once we get to 7th. If we get to the 7th and we're at 3 trillion tokens in my wallet, in my Inu wallet, then everybody's at 100x for the rest of the year and probably into next year, until next May, because that's the goal. The goal is to stay at 100x until next May, and then complete the 1 year airdrop cycle at 100x, which will be a wealth transfer for you if you're holding on to your tokens. Some of you guys are probably selling your tokens, your tokens, in fear and not waiting for the bull cycle to come to become millionaires. But it is what it is. You guys do whatever you want. It's your money. You can do whatever you want. But don't complain when we're selling our Inu at 100 million to a billion dollar market cap in the bull cycle, and you sold all yours at a $1 million market cap, right? So, oops. So it is what it is. Anyways, that's it. Hope you guys are doing well. And let's go down here, finish it off with the rest of the validators, and we'll see you guys and catch you guys in the next video. Bye.